fund, and third prize, $500 from the same fund. So great prizes indeed.
Fabulous.
We have our first dance category tonight, a jam-packed show.
Placed in our second semi-final. They were the highest placed Australian couple at the 1988 British Championships. Gordon and Charmaine Allen, representing New South Wales, were Heat 2 winners and placed third in our first semi-final. Their aim is to consolidate and improve on their past results. Nick Delborello and June Robertson, representing Western Australia, were the winners of both Heat 7 and the second semi-final. They were one of only 3 couples to make the modern and Latin finals at the 1988 Australian Championships. Lawrence McDonald and Radmilla Margin, representing Victoria, were Heat 3 winners and runners-up in our first semi-final. Since then, they have been to the Hong Kong International 10-Dance Championships, where they gained 3rd place. Craig Wilson and Julie Cochran, representing New South Wales, were Heat 9 winners and runners-up in our second semi-final. Craig and Julie are the current Australian amateur New Vogue champions. Paul Green and Karen Rufus, representing New South Wales, were the winners of both Heat 10 and our first semi-final. At the Open British Under-21s Latin title, they achieved 5th place out of approximately 200 couples.
Tango is a very strong and highly stylised dance. It looks terrific.
Yes, that's right. The style and strong characterisation is what the judges look for, along with footwork, basic rhythm and line. And it's very important that as a couple, they move as one on the dance floor.
Modern, well, that's our first compulsory dance for tonight. Now, our judges are entering their scores into the computer, where, as we said before, they'll be averaged out, and I'll be releasing them to you very, very shortly. But why don't we meet our judges tonight? Once again, we have 5 judges, 3 of them registered by the Australian Dance Board and 2 guest celebrity judges. Let's meet our first judge this evening, the President of Federal Association and co-principal of the Penelope K Studio of Dancing in Sydney. Ladies and gentlemen, from New South Wales, Enid Connolly. Australian professional, new Vogue and modern champion, international demonstrator and judge. From Victoria, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Stevens. Modern champion and international adjudicator from the ACT, Gwen Wallace. One of the stars of the ABC's hit show, Big Gig. Ladies and gentlemen, Jean Kitson. The Dancin man himself, one of Australia's great musical stars. Would you please welcome back Mr. David Atkins. Enid, I believe you've been getting great response in Sydney, and there's been a great response in all the dance studios. Is that true in New South Wales?
Yes, it certainly has. Possibly up to about 25% increase in telephone calls and people coming in for lessons.
That's fantastic. It was great to see it's generating a bit of interest around the country.
Marvellous.
Yeah. Well, Jean, nice to have you on the show, and once again, congratulations on the Big Gig. A fabulous show, really great fun.
Thank
and on the new series too.
Yes, yes.
Now, I believe you had some experience with dancing.
Oh, yes, I did 4 years at Rusden State College. Yeah, a while ago now.
Well, great to have you on the show, and looking forward to your judging throughout the night. David, nice to see you back again too. When we first saw you on our first heat of That's Dancing, your wife was expecting, and I believe now the proud father of a bouncing baby boy.
Hey.
I suppose it's keeping you very busy, David, is that right?
Very sleepy, yes.
Very sleepy. Great
Lots
to have
of
you.
working time.
Looking forward to your performance a little later in tonight's show as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges. Well, so now we have the scores for our first compulsory dance this evening, which is the modern. Maureen, we have the computer printout.
Here they are.
This is our first scoring for this evening. Couple number 1 from New South Wales, Trent Shipley and Melinda Wall, 8.40. Couple number 2 of New South Wales, Gordon and Charmaine Allen, 8.34. Couple number 3 of Western Australia, Nick Delborello and June Robertson, 8.58. Couple number 4 of Victoria, Lawrence McDonald and Radmilla Margin, 8.76. Couple number 5 of New South Wales, Craig Wilson and Julie Cochran, 8.52. And couple number 6 from New South Wales, Paul Green and Karen Rufus, also 8.52.
So after one section, this is how the scoreboard looks.
This is the scoreboard. And
our leaders are Lawrence and Radmilla from Victoria with 8.76. Second place, very close behind, Nick and June from Western Australia with 8.58. And we have a tie for third at the moment between Craig and Julie and Paul and Karen, both from New South Wales.
It is the opportunity of doing basically whatever they like. And also tonight being the grand final, the producers of That's Dancing have allowed our competitors this evening to choose a routine they may have performed in either the heats or the semi-finals, or they can do something brand new if they like. So our first couple this evening, representing New South Wales, they performed Yankee Doodle Dandy, and we're going to see it again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, from New South Wales, Trent Shipley and Melinda Wall with Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yankee Doodle,
representing New South Wales, Trent Shipley and Melinda Wall. They were, of course, our third place getters in our second semi-final. Well, now we go to Act Two in the cabaret section tonight. They're representing New South Wales. They were our third place getters in our first semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting, once again, Man of La Mancha, would you please welcome Gordon and Charmaine Allen. New South Wales, a brother and sister team, Gordon and Charmaine Allen. Well, now we go to Act 3 in our cabaret section this evening, representing Western Australia. They came first in our second semi-finals. Tonight, once again, they present for us a selection of music they're dancing to, starting off with music by Phil Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome back to the grand final, Nick Delborello and June Robertson.
llega sin esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Caballo le dan sabana, porque es muy despreciado, por eso no te perdono llorar. Bambolea, bambolea.
This opportunity for individuality, as there's plenty of open positions to show their skills as dancers. And besides the dance being correctly performed, they must finish off the movements and lines from their toes right through to their fingertips. It's very important.
This is the second dance of the New Vogue. It's the Barclay Blues. What are the judges looking for in this?
Well, they'll be looking for quality of movement, footwork, poise and control, and musical interpretation.
That was the New Vogue, our second dance, compulsory dance for this evening. Now, the scores have been in the computer, they're all ready, and here we go for the scores for our second category tonight, which is the New Vogue. Couple number one from New South Wales, Trent Shipley and Melinda Wall, 8.42. Couple number two of New South Wales, Gordon and Charmaine Allen, 8.42. Couple number three of Western Australia, Nick Delborello and June Robertson, 8.62. Couple number four from Victoria, Lawrence McDonald and Radmilla Margin on 8.78. Couple Couple number 5 of New South Wales, Craig Wilson and Julie Cochran, 8.72. And couple number 6 of Wales, Paul Green and Karen Rufus on 8.44.
So after our second compulsory section, our leaders are still Lawrence and Radmiller from Victoria with 17.54. Second place has changed. It's Craig and Julie, 15.24.
Lawrence McDonald and Radmiller Martin. Yes, indeed. Now it's time for Act 5 in the cabaret segment of the show from New South Wales. Our next act, our second place getters in our second semi-final. Tonight they present Riviera Rage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the grand final, Craig Wilson and Julie Cochran.
predated, and the fantasy is all there. But I'm undecided in love. Where I'm undecided in love. And it feels such a lot to me, the way I let it go be. The bits and pieces out there. But I'm undecided in love.
Good Latin American dancer.
Well, firstly, plenty of stamina. Definitely. A sound technique with flexibility and speed is an absolute must. And then the couple with the most personality will certainly collect the judges.
To produce a good rumba.
Well, firstly, a good leg and hip action, as this is the basis of the dance. It's very important. And the ability to create complementary lines. Couples have to project the mood and personality of the music.
For tonight, we will find out who will be tonight's winners. In the cabaret section for this evening, couple number 1 from New South Wales, Trent Shipley and Melinda Wall, 8 pro. Couple number 2 of New South Wales, Gordon and Charmaine Allen, 8.42. Couple number 3 of Western Australia, Nick Delborello and June Robertson, 8.80. Couple number 4 of Victoria, Lawrence McDonald and Radmilla Margin, 8.88. And couple number 5 of New South Wales, Craig Wilson and Julie Cochran, 8.46. And couple number 6 from New South Wales, Paul Green and Karen Rufus on 8.52, making our winners tonight, Lawrence McDonald, Radmilla Margin, 32.4 points. Okay, now in second place tonight on 34.88 points, Nick Delborello and June Robertson. In third place this evening on 34.10 points, we have from New South Wales, Paul Green and Karen Rufus. Well, congratulations to all our 3 winning couples this evening. And as we're presenting the prize, of course, the tickets to the US or the Dance Open Championships, plus the beautiful Joe Latona Memorial Prize. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners, once again, please let Lawrence McDonald and Radmilla Margin. And in second place tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from West Australia, Nick Delborello